Alright, so day 21 is all about connection. In the empathy day, I talked about Brené Brown and how the remedy for shame is empathy. Well, where do we find empathy? We find it in connecting with other people, in connecting with somebody who has that compassion for us. So today I challenge you to make a connection with somebody. Pick up the phone, call somebody, connect with somebody in person, and just feel that connection. Be together. Physical connection. Give somebody a hug. Talk to somebody. Sit next to somebody. Cuddle with them. Get that physical connection that you need to help you to feel physically comfortable, to feel physically needed and wanted, and just to connect with somebody. Cuddle with a pet if you don't have somebody to cuddle with. That there is a great benefit to animals and pets in their capacity to comfort and to be with us. You know, they don't judge us, right? It's a great way is to just connect with a pet. Another thing that I want to encourage is to make connections with your ancestors. So I happen to believe that when we research our family history, that we find connections with people there. And they are people who are a part of us. There is a great power in knowing about your ancestors and their stories. There's an article that I refer to often in the podcast about the stories that bind us. And there is a lot of power in knowing the stories about our ancestors, about our parents, our grandparents, and where we came from, because it helps give us a sense of the larger picture of where we come from, that there is more to us than just what is here and now. And when you ask the questions about your ancestors and about your family and about your parents, then you begin to learn more about yourself, and it makes you more resilient to struggles and trials and stressors and the things that are trying to break us down because we forget who we are or where we come from, or that sense of belonging. So I challenge you to look at your family history. Ask your parents stories about their lives, and I will include a link about a little workbook that has questions that you can ask your parents and your grandparents about, where they grew up, or where they went to school, how they met, what their dating story was like, or ask them about when you were born. These kinds of things that help you to connect with who you are. And it's amazing what you find out. And then you can go on to, familysearch.org and connect with people who are your ancestors. And then you might begin to find that there are people in your family that you did not even know about. And so you begin to make connections with people that you didn't even know before. And there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of peace and comfort in knowing that you're not alone, that there are more people out there just like you, and that you have a history and a story and a purpose. And even if that purpose is just to find those people, that's an important and powerful purpose. So I encourage you today, make a connection. Call somebody, sit down with somebody, cuddle with somebody, with a pet, with a loved one, with a child. Just be there for somebody and let them be there for you, because we're not alone in this big vast world of time and space. We have each other. And when you do the family history research, when you feel like that you belong to something, you have that sense of history, nationality, whatever it is, that's a part of you. And so I encourage you to make that connection. Thanks again for following along. Be sure to share this with your friends. Send them to homeandfamilyculture.com/cope to catch all the videos in the 30-day challenge. And then head over to Instagram and find me at Family Culture Podcast. Tag me in your stories and tell me about how this series is making an impact on you. Tell me how this particular coping strategy is impacting you, and tag me and use the hashtag #FamilyCopingSkills. Thank you so much for following along. You can also email me if you have questions or insights or anything you want to share at jody@homeandfamilyculture.com. Thank you so much.